We're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River. We've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Not something you expect to see from the opening kickoff, that's for sure, and they will start at the 40.
Let's go now.
Up the middle they go. Cleveland. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. Now, this defense for the Eagles very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
On second down, it's Richardson to throw it. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Sliding out of the pocket. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Richardson to the air on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10. Back to the air with Richardson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And bulldozing his way through. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they prove their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
On the check. Crack all 80.
On play action, they'll throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down.
So these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener, and it was the Eagles who got the win on the road, so now they look to finish off the sweep here in Philly. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
They'll drop to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
But Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Escobar with it over the middle. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th.
And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. One interception. It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Richardson to throw off play action.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Jordan Davis.
Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now.
Richardson.
Trying to lay one up deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Washington going to send out their punter.
As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Returnable here from the 38. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
So nothing doing there, and it'll be second down.
The Eagles at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
Here's 2nd and 10.
He's got it. It's Escobar. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Back to throw again. And that will be incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts and still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards. But instead, offense out there. They're going for it. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
They're going to find the open man. That's complete.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That's good for 21 yards on a 1st down. He covered a lot of ground, great blocking, and now they can sniff that end zone.
They certainly can, and because of that run, maybe you come back and fake it to him on this play and throw a little play action. Someone should break wide open.
5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Second and goal from the 1. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. It's the fullback. His first touchdown of the year.
And the Eagles post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped in his head.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
Center with Mitchell.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
A yard all they need, but it's third down. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell.
And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Right back to Mitchell here.
And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 4.
7 Pirates. 18 Rebels.
Richardson looking to throw this.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Stevenson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Now Richardson going to shift things up.
Now Richardson throwing on 1st down. And his throw here is incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to the ground here, Mitchell.
And now a fumble. The ball's out.
And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. to throw. Here's Richardson.
And they're going to get it. They bring it down to sack back at the 16-yard line.
Richardson has to get them to the line in a hurry now.
Here's Richardson throwing on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
The Commanders went for it, but they could not pick up the first.
And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Steps away to his left. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage, so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years are teams seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage, as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it, and this time they're successful.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
He'll air this one out deep for Davis.
And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
2nd down, here's Richardson. And that's dropped underneath to Mitchell.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Richardson off the play fake.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
With the score, Eagles 14, Commanders nothing.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee you he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Now a handoff up the middle. Spencer.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 2nd down, it's Spencer. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Warriors 70. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
He'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
And the Commanders are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
First and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. 1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. That'll be complete to Stevenson.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Richardson now on second down. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be stopped at his tracks right at the 33. 14 yards that time for number 14.
Well, that's the kind of play that was lacking all the way through the first half. Maybe this can give them a little bit of a spark because they're not out of this game by any stretch.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
19 tight, 19 tight. Chapter 11, chapter 11.
They go play action with Richardson. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. A give running right is Mitchell.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get him into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Off play action, Richardson.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Going for it on 4th, Richardson.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The middle they go. It's Spencer, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
2nd and 14. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Here's 3rd and a few inches.
Now a handoff up the middle. Spencer. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. This to make it a 3-score game late. And that is going to sail wide right. It's no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. Now this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game. And that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we were talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
When you see those RPOs run, you need the first man to attack and be a disruptor. And on that play, he closed down fast and helped knock it away.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Richardson to throw.
Look at this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
But here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
And now they'll shift things around.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
2nd and a couple.
19 Tiger.
To the right side, complete to Escobar. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
First down. It's Ramsey. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Hey, smash Bronco! Ready?
On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
He throws there, incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second too late on the release. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
He'll get this into the hands of Stevenson. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10.
And all the way down to the 5. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 70 yards.
So it's Commanders football as we get back to it.
They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score.
And Richardson back to throw it.
A quick hitter complete. It's Whitaker.
Touchdown, Washington.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Commanders are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter.
So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they were able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
That good for 19 and a first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Right there, hurt. Ryan.
Up the middle they go. It's Spencer.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Now 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
The point after through the raindrops, up and go. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The no run back here, fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
One last shot for Richardson.
He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped in incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time is run out on this ball game.
So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no